Well, good morning everybody, and welcome to Ken's Show and Tell. This is February 27th, 2023, and this is the last day of all this road frontage here in terms of all this vegetation. We're getting ready to have a new fence put in. It's about 1,100 linear feet of road frontage we have here, and I wanted to document what it looks like now. And they're supposed to come out tomorrow and start to tear up the fence, the old fence here, and if you can call it that, and rip out, cut out this vegetation to create a new pathway or bed for the fence. Here's the auto house, and this chain will be upgraded and the fence will continue on down the road here. Let's continue walking down, and the fence will actually be on this side of the ditch because we have to be cognizant of the right-of-way of Virginia Department of Transportation, which is roughly 20 feet from the center of the road to either side. So we don't want our new fence on VDOT's right-of-way. That would not be a good thing. The new fence will follow this line up along this little rise here and not be where this other entranceway is that we have here. So the new fence will be moved over to the inside and then cross the creek here as I'm walking it, and run over the creek here. This will be built up right down in here to elevate the fence up and also give some protection in here from the creek going under the road here. You can see where I'm pointing. And here's a telephone pole, power pole, and we'll kind of run even with that, but not in such a way as to inhibit Shenandoah Valley Electric Co-ops. Let's continue walking down our line here. And all this arborvitae, or arborvitae, however you say it, all this will be removed because you can see here's the remains of an old fence post right here, and this is where the fence will be. It will go straight up through, remove all of these bushes here. We'll seriously trim up this silver maple. Turn around and you can really see the new line. The new fence is going to be on the inside of this power pole and run up like that. And it's going to be a wooden fence at a treated poplar. It's going to be 4x6 posts, 4-board fence with plates running vertically on the outside of each post. So here's this, all this is going to be removed here. It will run behind our mailbox. And this is a fence that my wife and I put up years ago out of just scrap material that I had laying around. This will be removed, and the fence will make a graceful curve into our driveway. And this big yew tree, which is now a bush kind of, that will be completely removed and pulled up. And the maple again will be trimmed, so it's not hanging out over the driveway. And then you move over here and the fence will curve around the front here, and the post will end right here in front of this lamp post that I made out of an old gasoline station sign post. So let's walk around here in front. You can see what I mean. So we're going to be removing all of this, You see, when we first moved here 35 years ago, we highly valued this and let it grow, and then I've been trimming it every year because, as you can see, it gave us really good privacy from the road. However, we don't really need that privacy anymore, and it has served its purpose. Therefore, it's now turned into sort of a hazard because it's almost encroaching on the road here. It's definitely encroached on the right-of-way of the road. No one's complained, but we've gotten tired of it, and so the house will become more visible. It is worthy of seeing from the road, and this huge 300-plus-year-old hemlock will be seen easier, and I think won't be so hidden by all this shrubbery here. So we're from the road, and you can see here's the fence popping out from here, and all this will be torn up. And again, this is another silver maple that will be severely trimmed out the side here and keeping from hanging out over the road too much. Just kind of look at it going down the road, and what we'll do is we'll cross over on the other side in just a minute. So here's the house kind of peeking out from behind all this shrubbery, and you can see what we're talking about here, I hope. I think it'll be prettier. The fence will really be pretty, and it will show this off. And when they start cleaning up tomorrow, I'll try to catch them so I can do videos. So we'll just walk down how this looks, like so. And you walk around. All this will be removed. I'm really looking forward to that. It goes around into the driveway. This will be significantly wider. This will be curving around several feet in there. We'll certainly make it wider. I think a more inviting entrance. Here's what it looks like from the yard, and you can see how much it's expanded from this post here, this fence, into the yard. I mean, we'll gain a good, I don't know, looks like to me maybe at least 6 feet, maybe more, maybe close to 10 feet where that thing is growing in. And I said earlier, it has served its purpose. Let's swing around this way. This is what it looks like up on the yard. See, we are elevated up off the road, which is nice. And right over here is our little pet cemetery of our beloved pets that we've had over the years. And all along the fence line here, along the road over here on this side, that will all be removed. Now these little dwarf Christmas tree things we have planted here, those will not be disturbed, and neither will all these northern red oaks up here. Those ratty looking things behind the northern red oaks are a huge mistake I did years ago. They're Bradford pears. They're going to be removing all of those too and grinding those up for me. So here we are, one of our trails going down this fence line. They were removing like this nice size black cherry, removing this walnut here, and removing all of these trees, all of them. And they'll have their equipment lined up along the road to remove them and to haul them away and chip up what they can chip up for us. This is going to be quite a change. We will lose privacy along here, because especially in the summertime, when if you're walking this particular trail down beside the road here, people can't see you. You know, really for two reasons. One is because of the vegetation along here, so-called hedgerow, but also because of how we're elevated above the road. But I think we won't miss this. I think we'll enjoy having the beautiful board fence, because we do have all of this back here now. And not only is it pretty from the inside, but it'll be also pretty from the road is that we've had sassafras trees die along here. And you know what? They're going to be falling into the road. And these things like this black cherry that's leaning out, it will uproot itself one day and fall out on the road. So we will preempt that. And you can see this ratty old fence, long served its purpose. You know, one time cattle was up here, but we don't do cattle. And then you can see, and that will be more visible from the road, which would be very nice. Just continue on down the fence line here. I don't know where they're going to start tomorrow. He said he was going to come out here and they're going to get started on topping these trees and topping the big stuff so you can get it down to where they don't need to park their equipment on the road in order to do the work. But you can see all this is going to be cleaned up. The board fence will be put right along where these posts are. And again, you can see this is some of the wildflower areas that you saw earlier that I took a video of and made a movie of in the fall. I'll be doing that again. I'll be mowing this out as well. You can see right here where deer have been crossing from there to here and from here to there. Here's some remains of an old gate, and I'm going to have them haul this away. I know the guys who are doing the work, they like to get scrap metal, and so here's some scrap metal for them. And then here we are at the end, and they'll be reusing this gate, but this wooden fence that I made along here, I'm going to have them go ahead and take this fence up, and so it will match the new fence coming in. And here's a nice pile of wood chips that they're going to be adding to from the last job that they did for us. And this is what it's going to look like, or at least this is what it currently looks like on down the fence line. So there you go. Day 2. Impressive. Oh man.
Go down and look, you can see that house plainly down there.
Yeah. Let me walk around on the road here. You still have to work down that way. Here. I tell you what, this is quite the machine. Down this path of wood chips using my little John Deere 4115 this morning so they can get it out of here and dump the chips without getting stuck. Looks like it's worked pretty good. Here's some of them. I see where he got a little stuck here, but big deal. He seems to be doing all right here. Oh yeah. We'll be able to use these. Some nice sized trees they took out along the fence row here. Yeah. This stuff would be hauled away. I understand a neighbor came down. They were telling me and said that if you leave some of this stuff along the road during a ditch, he'd be happy to carry it away for firewood, and that'll save me some little money in terms of hauling. I told him I have no shortage of firewood, so help yourself. going to be interesting. They're going to be negotiating each other here. He's moving stuff out of the way, I can see. They've done a nice job of being careful with our pet cemetery, moving things out of the way so they wouldn't trample on it. Left these two little Christmas tree like pines here, whatever they are, so that was very nice. I guess Dinah will figure out where these go, but at least they've been saved. Yeah.